Knob Creek single barrel.
This was courtesy of probably the best store within a 20-mile radius of Cartersville, called Big Time Beverage. And like I said, the owner was kind enough to ask us help them pick a barrel, a Knob Creek barrel.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Brandon, Steve. Steve, what's in the box, man? What's in the box, Steve?
This?
What's in the box?
I saw you with the box. What was in the box?
Because I envy your normal life.
Put the gun down, David.
It seems that envy is my sin.
Oh, what's in the box?
That's a good question, Brandon. You just threw me off by that shit, by that voice. But yeah, I mean, why don't you tell us what's in the box?
So anyway, today we were fortunate enough to have a local store owner ask us to help them select Knob Creek single barrel.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we got the whole thing here, the Knob Creek single barrel select experience.
Yeah, so every distillery does their own thing. I'm sure they're all different, but the way Knob Creek does it is apparently they just send you these samples in a very neatly packaged bundle here. Basically, we got, other than the samples, we got a palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser,
Brandon.
yep.
And in case you're wondering what's in the palate cleanser, because we were curious as well, this is a good one. That's the palate cleanser. So there you go. That's what we're going to be cleaning our palates with.
There you go.
There's a beaker in here which we will not be using, but there is water.
Distilled water, right?
There's distilled water in there, and we'll get into that in a little bit, what that's for. But this was courtesy of probably the best store within a 20-mile radius of Cartersville, called Big Time Beverage. And like I said, the owner was kind enough to ask us help them pick a barrel, a Knob Creek barrel.
Yep.
And hey, we obliged. We gladly obliged. So
yeah, I feel very fortunate.
Yep.
So this is the Knob Creek single barrel bourbon.
Yes.
And there's a. You want to go ahead and take these out?
Yeah, go ahead and take
them. So
them.
we got an A, B, and C.
Yep. So the A is 123.84 proof.
B is 125.93. And C is 127.86. So all of these are nice, kind of in our wheelhouse.
It is, but
right.
That's where this water comes into play. This
Yes, so we're
distilled
gonna get
water.
it down to 120.
Right, and they have instructions in this pamphlet about if any of these samples are 122 to 126, it gets 1 drop of this distilled water. 127 to 131, which one of these bottles is, gets 2.
Yep.
So their goal is to get it down to about 120, which is what it's going to be bottled at. And
so you're doing 1 for A and B.
correct.
1
and
drop, and then C has 2.
C has 127. Yep. All right, so that's A, 1 drop. B, 1 drop. C gets 2.
There you go.
I feel like I'm in science chemistry class here. Remember those days? Yeah, that's what I feel like we're in. Now again, that beaker is there to basically make sure that you have the correct proof. I mean, we probably need more ounces in here for that to make sense, and we know that, but just for argument's sakes, we're not going to use up all the samples and go with that, and we don't really want to take up the time as far as trying to use the beaker and trying to get the exact proof. But this will tell us basically apples to apples what each one is like. So I don't really see the need for us to do a nose on it. We know Knob Creek.
Yeah.
But let's get in there. Let's try to see what the flavor is.
I haven't done it yet, though.
I can already smell it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I can smell it from there, but
it's peanuts all day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Well, it's. I think, you know, obviously Knob Creek being some Tory, and obviously we've talked about it. You know, the 9, the 12.
We love it.
Everything.
The 15, the 18.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ready? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do A.
All right. Well, this is our A.
Salute.
Cheers. That heat. That's the A. That's the least one.
There's fire coming out of my mouth. This room might catch on fire. But that's good.
It is very good.
Now, you see that? It's like the peanut shells. That crispness that comes with Knob Creek for me. It's unmistakable. Knob Creek. It's just unmistakable for me.
Yeah. So all these are going to be hot. Fairly hot, right? 120.
Yes.
That's like right in our wheelhouse. We like that. But it's so good because it's once again, it's got that nice smooth finish.
Amazing.
The heat hits you, and it stays there for a minute. It's not like it doesn't just, it's not just gone.
No. No. You know what it's time for, right? We gotta cleanse.
We gotta cleanse the palate.
We gotta cleanse it, Brandon. There you go. You got it?
Yep.
Again, this was what was in the box. Okay, do not critique us on the cleansers. They've been around forever. They know what they're doing. So,
Yeah. Cars table wafer crackers. Is your palate cleansed? You getting there?
surprisingly, yes.
Almost like they know what they're doing, huh?
Yeah, it's cleansed.
By the way, I'm gonna have to cut this whole thing out with us chewing right into the mics.
It's great.
I'm sure that's what you all love to hear.
Awesome. I like how you took multiple bites out of yours. I just swallowed it. But doesn't it feel like it kind of cleansed the palate? I mean,
No.
that's gone right now.
No, yeah.
Just learned something.
Starting anew.
Yep.
There you go.
Who knew that crackers was a palate cleanser?
All right.
I'm ready for
let's
B,
get
man.
into B.
Let's do it. Okay. Very different.
Very different. That one,
More muted, actually. What's the proof on this one? 125 versus the A was.
123.
And I'll be honest with you, the A drank hotter for me. Interesting.
Well, to me, the heat that's there is more sustained than this one. It lasts longer.
This one has hit you and gone.
It's not right away. It's not like one of those that we've talked about that does that. But this one definitely longer. I mean, it's still going for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's staying up in here. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Not quite the Kentucky hug yet, but it's I'm sure that my ears are turning red and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
You are sweating a little bit.
Go.
I'm sweating off.
But yeah, I mean but once again, it still has that same Knob Creek.
Unmistakable
the
profile, yes. 100% agreed. All right, so I'm going to reserve my judgment just yet. I'm going to
I'm gonna leave a little bit in each one.
I'm going to cleanse my palate one more time, Brandon.
Yep. So you're just going all in.
It's kind of like taking communion, if you've ever done that. Just straight in. Don't mess around with it.
Yeah, it's like a quarter of the size of that, though.
That's a good point you make. In any case, it does an amazingly good job of cleansing the palate, though. Does it not?
Mouth is completely dry.
That's what it's doing. It's getting rid of the alcohol.
Exactly.
You didn't even know that, did you?
Exactly.
You just learned something.
We got it.
Whew. Man, that was good, though.
The drink of the cracker.
Both. We appreciate it, Knob Creek.
Yeah.
All
All right, you ready?
Let's do C,
so
man.
this is the
the hottest one.
127.
It's the hottest
I
one.
believe, yeah. So 127.86.
0.36.
0.36.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. See, to me that one doesn't taste as hot.
It's not, and it doesn't have the same flavor profile as these two. To me, it's right now it's finishing third, literally. It's not as hot, and it doesn't have the complexity, I think, that these two have. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I think that, and I wonder, I mean, obviously, you know, we're kind of going by what they're telling us, and obviously we don't have the correct amount of ounces, but by putting the 2 drops in that one.
Could it have mellowed it?
Right.
100% agreed.
That
could have been it.
Good.
That could have been a good point. That is a good point. Could have been a good point.
But, like you said, I think that just in general, in terms of flavor itself, you know what I mean? Yeah, to me, it doesn't come across as complex as
these two.
Yeah, either one of those. I like it. I don't have anything bad to say about any of them.
No.
But yeah, I would definitely say A and B for sure right now.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna revisit A. I got one more cracker left, Brandon.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do?
We're gonna do half and half. You're gonna do halvesies?
Yeah.
That's a smart man. All right, let's do halvesies.
There you
And
go.
then let's go back into A and B.
Yep.
By the way, how cool is this box?
It is. It's definitely like a really cool box.
Very nice insignia.
Yeah. The presentation with all of this, top notch. All right.
Ready? I'm doing A.
Cleanse the palate.
Doing
Back to A.
All right.
That one is so much hotter than both of the other two.
Which is weird.
It is.
But it's got something to do with the fact that we don't have the correct amount of ounces.
Right,
and we
right.
didn't use the beaker.
No, but with these two, right? With these two, we still only had 1 drop, so you wouldn't think that it would be that big of a difference between those two, especially when this one is naturally hotter. When B is naturally hotter than A. But I do feel like there's a little bit of a harshness to this first one.
Yes.
Compared to the second one.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I think that second one,
I got a little bit left of B. I'm gonna.
yeah, the B sample, that heat lingers, and
The complexity lingers as well.
that sweetness.
That peanut, that honey roasted peanut flavor for me is well.
You know, yeah, I was gonna say it. Honey roasted, almost caramel peanut,
Oh, all that is
like,
good.
with a little bit of kick to it. You know,
Just a touch,
you know,
touch a kick.
just a
All right, I'm going back for B.
B. Let's go. It's tough.
It is.
is
It's
tough.
between these two, between A and B, and I think
And
for me slightly, I'm leaning towards B.
I'm going towards B too.
Okay.
And I think mainly because of what I just was telling you, that there's just a little bit of harshness with this one.
I agree.
You know, this one finishes a lot better.
Yeah.
Like I said, that heat is sustained and it finishes with that nice sweet spot. This one has sweetness on the end as well, but I think that just in general, I think that B just barely inches it out.
I agree. I think B is the one. B is also from the lot ID on B is 15. D is in Douglas 07, and lot ID for A is 15I02. So that's obviously the positioning in the rig house. And for whatever reason, B is doing it for me. So we're going with B.
Yeah, I think B is our choice.
Very close though.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
it was right there behind.
And I'm like I said, I'm very surprised. Just and like I'm sure that it has to do with the water that we put in and the
Sure.
amount. But in terms of C, kind of coming in last, you
We
know.
probably totally screwed up C, and that's
sure.
probably our fault. But for tonight's purposes, I think we can agree that B was the winner.
Yeah,
Slightly.
I agree.
over A.
Yeah.
So,
But you know, like I said, we're very we're very grateful to get the chance to do this.
Super.
Hopefully we didn't screw it up too bad.
No, and we want to thank Big Time Beverages, like I said, in Cartersville. If you're around the Cartersville area, you need to stop in.
Yeah.
They have the coolest, biggest store. They have the best prices on a lot of bottles, including Weller, that I've seen around the Atlanta metro area. Ownership, very, very cool people. You can sit there, talk to them about bourbon. They're very knowledgeable. So yeah, if you're in the area, stop in, say hello, say you saw the video. And yeah, hopefully you can pick yourself a bottle of this whenever they decide which bottle they're going with, because I know I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully you're around the area, you can pick one up. But
watch them pick. Watch them completely disregard what we say. They'll go with C.
They'll probably take C. Yeah, they'll probably take C.
Hey,
what do we know?
Exactly.
So
all we can do is what we can do when we can do it.
What you said. But hey, we appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, comment on it. I know there's not much to comment as far as other than the fact that we screwed it up.
Yeah.
Because not everybody has access to these samples. God bless you if you do.
Yeah.
But yeah, until next time, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks. Share, like, subscribe, follow, all that kind of stuff.
Cheers.